Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Brawlmachinin. Today I'm with Craig from the Warjax with X Gaming Club. Craig, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about that Warjax with X Gaming Club and all the stuff that you are doing?
Yeah, so Warjax Games Club is a YouTube channel that we started here. We live in Jacksonville, Florida, and we have a pretty decent, little meta up here of regular players that like to meet up and play. And so we just started a YouTube channel. It's tabletop gaming, but it's primarily focused around privateer press products, and even more focused around Warmachine, and even more focused around Brawlmachine. So we pretty much just
Let's go
feature.
deeper.
What's
Like
that?
an inception of
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like an inception of focusing.
yeah. So it's at this point it's almost just exclusively a Brawlmachine battle report channel. But we started doing a podcast, so we released our first episode last week on YouTube, and it's up on Spotify and Buzzsprout. So um, that's pretty much it. I mean, we just started it a little over a month ago now, but we've been having a lot of fun. It gives us an excuse to get together and play Warmachine, and that's what we all love, right?
Yeah,
Found my secret. It's just an excuse to play War Machine.
Exactly. Exactly. And now my wife, it's like I got to do it for the YouTube. I got to have my friends over and play Warmachine because of the YouTube channel.
Precise. So, like always, if you are watching on YouTube, all the links to that stuff is going to be on in the show notes. So, anything else before we go into the list?
No, that's it. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to the game.
Okay. So let's go with the list.
okay. Tony, you're first.
Okay. I'm still playing the draw list on Grix. That's the flavor of the season. I'm still on Asphyxious1 because I think I'm starting to get the hang of him. But the idea is basically we run all the 2 units of Trollbat as forward as possible, apply debuffs with Asphyxious. He has Parasite, that's an arm debuff, and with Silent Touch I can get another -2, so I got a +5 armor swing on my favor. And Asphyxious, like we learned on the last episode, not only has a spell assassination with Hellfire, because the feat gives him another it refills his focus and has like a pop 5 damage roll that's mostly inconsequential. But he can also beat facing melee because he starts at pop 15 with reach 2 and has sustained attack. So if we have the feat and Scything Touch, he can do like 8 or 9 attacks at about 17 with sustained attack, so that should be enough to kill pretty much any caster. And like I said, then we have the Blocklocker unit that's going to run forward, try to leverage Parasite and kill stuff, be annoying in the middle of the table. The Marauders more or less the same thing. And then we have Gerlach, that's another axe to face model, and that gives us a little bit of support to play more axe to face with the rest of the units. And the Battlegroup is just the Reaper because it's the cheapest arc node, and Kriegs loves the arc node. Bradroom because it's node heavy, and Kangaroo because it's Asphyxious character jack, and whenever I have the opportunity to play a bonded Warjack with a caster, I try to do that because it looks cool. So yes, a very simple, straightforward list. Just try to win via attrition and piece trading.
Cool.
I like it.
Let me jump now, Craig.
Yeah, all right. So for my list, I'm playing Syvestro in Magnum Opus. This list is kind of just an all-around toolbox list. It's a kind of a combined arms, a little bit of ranged, a little bit of melee. Syvestro, if you're familiar with him or if you're not, he has an answer for almost anything. and it's really valuable. Like, so just on his base attacks, that fulmination grenade is super good against constructs on feet turn, because you'll get not only the additional die for feet, you get the additional die for construct or undead. So I'm hoping to leverage that this game a little bit, and then you can boost it. So a POW 13 with 5 dice is pretty good. And then his abilities that he can choose from, the field alchemy, so he gets the can cast a spell for free, the 4-inch cloud that gives him basically super stealth that you can't really ignore, and then super fuel that gives his constructs and his battle group +2 speed. I love all 3 of those, and it's kind of a situation where you want to be doing all 3, but you can only choose one. But they're all good, and they all have their place. And then on his spell list, so lots of really good spells. So Admonition is kind of cheeky and fun to play with. It's good on a Toro, obviously. I've been running this list, swapping out the Toro and the Suppressor. Right now I have a Suppressor in there, so I'm not sure what I'll put Admo on, but Explosivo is good on the Suppressor. Purification is good for, if you get debuffs out on me, I can just purify it off. Revive is really good for the failed experiments. Stygian Abyss is just a good nuke in general, and on feet turn you can proc the crit pretty easily. And Transmutation is also a really, really good utility spell that I mostly use as a buff for myself, but occasionally we'll also throw it as a debuff as well. And then combining all this, like this toolkit with his feet, I really kind of built this list around the failed experiments. So like on feet turn, it's fun to revive a bunch of failed experiments if they've been destroyed, and then by the end of your feet turn, if you've killed a few models, because when you revive them they come back with 1 box, but if you kill your opponent's models, you can almost always heal them back up to full health. So it's just a lot of meat to chew through. So that's Syvestro. And in the battle group, I have a Vindicator. Well, so we'll start with Alyce. Alyce is sorry,
No worries.
Alyce is a really, really useful solo. So she starts out as a support piece, kind of providing harmonious exaltation for your caster generally is what she's going to do. But I've used Empower and Guidance, to hand out a focus and cure or remove disruption, and guidance to give eyeless sight. And then, if she gets killed, or if you need to, you can do the traumatic transformation, and she can turn into Big Alyce, which is just a great, really useful combat solo. Speed 7 is nuts and she gets a jump. She has 2 POW 14 claws. She's tough. She has counter charge.
Wow.
So just super fun and interesting solo. You get a lot of value out of her. Moving on to the Vindicator. So the Vindicator's recent changes, I love this Jack so much. That multi-chambered cannon and his melee weapon just really, really makes him good for anything. The POW 18 on the melee weapon is huge. The POW 15 AoE 4 on feet turn is huge, especially if you can land it into a clump of undead models. And then the different types of shots you can do. So you have the Decrepitation, which I imagine I'll probably use quite a bit in this game. Magical damage, and Withering Humor, which is also really good. Might actually leverage that into these trolls this game too. And then probably the icing on the cake for this is Powerful Attack. He's a really great Jack because most of the time you just kind of hang him back, and then he just gets his power up focus, so you don't even really have to allocate. And if he's shooting that gun, he can steam pressure it and just stand still at 16 inches away, and on feet turn that AoE just is a monster. So I love that. Cool. And same thing kind of applies to the Suppressor. A lot of just really good utility here with the sprays and the fists. Power's kind of low, but on feet turn it really steps it up. So you can, POW 14 can kind of become like a POW 17. So it's really good for handling swaths of infantry, and it also has a lot of utility. So you can debuff defense with Ice Cage, you can use fire damage, or you can rust constructs for -2 arm. So just a lot of utility in my battle group alone.
Yeah. And not a lot of jacks have dual attacks, so it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's such a good ability. And if you're using dual attack, chances are you're in melee. So chances are you're proccing shooting gallery, which is also really good. I think it takes him to rat 7. Maybe that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's actually a +2 to hit, but yeah.
right. Effective rat 7, right? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just a really good jack. And again, I've been kind of like swapping this in and out for a Toro. I'm kind of undecided and on the fence about what's better. I think it depends on the matchup. I think for this matchup, I'm glad to have the suppressor, but
I think I'm going to have to play my units very spread out.
yeah, maybe.
Which is a problem because the Marauders are only command 7, so there's only so much I can do with that.
Yeah. Ascendant Mentalist is another great solo. So she's new to me. I'm kind of learning her as well, but flying. She has a range 2 PS12. She's also a battle wizard, so if she does get destroys an enemy model, she can proc battle wizard and use one of her abilities.
Sorry.
Mid is awesome with her. So usually she hangs out with the failed experiments and stays base to base to not only give a few of the failed experiments units girded, but also typically with the first couple turns I'll have force aura up, so anything within 3 inches of her gets +2 def and arm against ranged. And then later in the game she'll either be doing mostly psychokinetic shield to give -2 mat and -2 rat, and if you're within 5 inches of her you can't charge. And then occasionally the Psychic Assault spray is good too, because ignoring line of sight is awesome. I didn't even know I had crit knockdown. That's new to me, so that's good too. I guess I gotta watch out for that. Rocketman Ace, what a champion! I love this solo so much. So I've had this solo for a while. I just never really played it until recently. And man, like I just can't get enough of this one. So she's just so good. High speed, high defense, really annoying to deal with. Great contesting piece. 2 attacks. She's and normally on like the Rocketmen, they're cumbersome, right? So you have to choose like gravity bomb or the carbine. She gets both shots. Repo 5, I think. Dodge, dogfighter, high flyer. Swift hunter,
All the rules.
Yeah, all the rules, like brutal damage on feet turn under Syvestro. Like again, it takes I think a POW 12. It makes a POW 12 really threatening. So really good for like destroying objectives, or if you can land it on a construct. Yeah, just a model that I'm loving. And then
I was going to say that your list looks like a brick, so that's probably going to be something that's going to impede you a little bit on your game plan. But the Ace just can fly anywhere she wants, because she doesn't need to be like in a brick with the failed experiments and the mentalist. So it gives you like a flanking option to Novi. So you are not limited to the center of the table, where all the rest of the models are going to be.
Right, and that's typically what she's doing. Is you're exactly right. She'll be like flanking or, contesting flags, just being generally obnoxious for my opponents. Trancer is another solo that I'm falling deeper and deeper in love with. For 3 points, this thing is crazy. So unassuming, but on the front of the card, so you have advanced deploy and Pathfinder, range 2, POW 14, but looking at the abilities is where this thing really shines. So Repo 3 from the theme, Force Barrier is good, and all this is just baked in. So again, this is another model with just all the abilities. On feet turn, cutting to get the additional die turns that POW 14 into something monstrous. If you miss it on an attack, you get pushed D3 directly away. If you decide to commit to it, you're going to take a POW 12 blast damage roll. Can't be knocked down, and then on the melee weapon you have smite, so it's just it's typically sitting on a flag, kind of camping my flag, and if something comes in to get it, they gotta at least think about it before they commit to taking out the Trancer, which is what I like.
Nice.
Sounds like a very well-run list.
Yeah. And then of course the stars of the show, the failed experiments. This is just yet again like all the abilities. So unassuming on the front of the card, they're just mat 6, strength 6, speed 6, tough, 2 attacks each. But when you look at their abilities, they just are so flexible. So Berserk, the chemical imbalance. Go ahead.
Like a cross between a heavy cavalry unit and a heavy infantry unit.
And that's what they feel like too. And it's kind of weird. Like I'm still getting used to them because I don't always know what to do. So you have a lot of flexibility here, giving +2 to one of the attributes and +1 to the other. The first turn, it's almost always +2 speed, and then after that, it's usually a combination of speed and mat, since I'll probably have transmutation up on them anyway. Hyper regeneration, so at the beginning of their activation they heal D3, and then impervious flesh is just so good. So if it suffers a damage roll, you roll 1 fewer die. It's just super frustrating to deal with. And then again, like reviving these guys with Syvestro, it just makes for an interesting question that your opponent has to answer.
Yeah,
So,
what's the armor? Armor 15, $5 each. Yeah, it's very decent. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. I was recently
You just
playing
in
them.
all the bonus from transmutation and the mentalist and whatnot, and so
Yeah, you
it's
start
not that
stacking that stuff up.
it's not really 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was playing with an opponent recently, and for some reason in my head I thought they had overtake too. They don't, of course.
No.
Like, can you imagine though?
Yeah. Mini Pac-Mans. Effective
Yeah.
Pac-Mans.
That's what I wanted them to be, but I was cheating on accident. I didn't know.
Don't worry, there's probably going to be a character fail experiment solo coming soon in Riot Quest or something that's going to give them overtake.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I can't
for
wait.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
So yeah, it seems like I'm going to have to push for the scenario win, because I don't think, even with all the debuffs, I don't think my Blockloggers can actually kill the fail experiments. And unlike regular trolls, I don't have a takedown or anything like that to prevent the revive or the tough. I mean, the only thing I have is Gerlach that has grievous wounds. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to play like a skirmish game, trying to take your important pieces, ignore the big break of buff dudes, and try to sneak an assassination or something like that.
Yeah.
So let's see how. So let's go over to the table and discuss the terrain. So on the top we have a piece of rough terrain that's like a shipwreck. Then we have here a wall that provides cover. Here another piece of rough terrain, a big cloud. Here 3 forests, one in the middle, one here on the side covering the flag, and one here on the bottom of the zones. Another wall that provides cover, another wall that provides cover on the other flag, and a piece of water. So water features rough terrain and water for. I don't think any of us has any amphibious stuff, but.
Just one question here. You said that the brown piece on the top is rubble? Or
No, rough terrain. Just rough terrain. Unless
there are no terrain that is only rough terrain on the game anymore. So you have to either pick rubble or quicksand or something.
Well, since it has sand and something is sinking, do you want to play that as quicksand? Since it's a new type of terrain that we haven't used yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the rocky one?
And that's going to be rubble.
Perfect. Okay. So quicksand and rubble, very interesting side.
Yeah.
Cool.
Quicksand, if I recall correctly, it's rough terrain that you can be pathfinded in.
Correct. Yeah.
And if you're
Models lose
knocked down,
Pathfinder when. Uh-huh.
if you're
The
knocked down, you
knockdown
suffer
part I
one
don't
damage
remember.
point. Yeah. So I don't think we. So if I tap there, I die because I take one point of damage.
1 point of
As I
damage.
get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yes. So if I'm killing failed experiments on the sun, then they're going to die without rolling tough. Then again, that piece of the terrain is so far in the back that I doubt it's relevant for the knockdown part, but who knows?
Okay, so the starting die is going to be very important for either of you.
Yeah. And like the viewers know, I generally lose the roll, so shall we roll to see who goes first?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, this is classic for me. You haven't played me. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
But I roll a 1, so
Okay. There we go. That's a little better.
5. Can't believe it. This is like the 4th time it happens on this history of Brawlmachinin. Please, if you click on the dice icon on the top right of your screen, you can select your name on the list. So when you roll on the log, it appears your name below the roll.
Oh, the dice icon and do what
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, in the
You
bottom,
click on it?
the bottom right.
Yeah.
And the first line says who's rolling. So you can select your name,
Oh, I see.
and whenever you roll on the log, it appears with your name on the bottom.
Mine doesn't have. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Try again.
Got it. Yeah. That should do it. There we go.
Perfect.
So
Also, because you are new for War Table, just in case you don't know, you can roll dice by typing the number on your keyboard. So if you type 1, it rolls 1 die, so you don't have to click every time you want to roll something.
That's good. So, are you going first or?
that's a good question. Because your list is somewhat slow, so maybe going first and taking as much table as possible is going to be beneficial for me. On the other hand, I don't have much Pathfinder. I mean, if I go first and you choose the bottom side, it's still going to be good for me because I have like the wall and the forest in the middle, so I can avoid most of the shooting. And I have a relentless charge with the blood goggles anyway, so I don't care about rough terrain that much. So yes, I'm going to go first and go for a big scenario push.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take the bottom side.
All right. So let's go to deployment. What base color do you like using?
It doesn't matter. Purple or green is fine.
Okay. Do use purple and then do use green because they are good contrasting colors. Grix is kind of green. There you go. Purple. Yeah. Actually, my real life trollbots are green skin with purple accent.
Oh, I think I deployed on the wrong side.
No, you actually deploy my list.
Yeah.
Oh man, see, what an amateur. How can I fix this?
Don't worry.
Oh, thank you. Alright, deploy. There we go. Okay, my bad. Here we go.
No problem.
There we go.
I mean, if you want to play the actual mirror, I mean, I don't have any problem. By the way, you were talking 10 minutes about Syvestro, that's going to be... So, I'm going to proceed with my deployment, since I go first. Cankerworm and Bardon have advanced deployment, so I'm going to leave them here, so I deploy them later. Asphyxious is going to go here, or less to the side. Worst case scenario, I can use a wall for cover or go for the flag. for that. Same with Leatherborn. Here. So I'm going to. Blood Guard. No. I'm going to put the Marines like way over here, trying to use the cloud and try to contest the flag in later turns. So way up. Maybe they can get a few pot shots in the way in, but the idea is to try to leverage the cloud and maybe in this forest, so I don't get shot on the first turn of the game, and try to contest your flag in later turns. Then Blood Corders. What I'm going to do is going to deploy them a little bit more open, because I'm going to have to, like I said at the beginning, spread them out so I avoid most of your AoE attacks.
I only have one.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
actually
like
two.
they instantly killed my model, so.
Mm-hmm.
And then to put them here on the center, so they can go for the center zone. And again, I'm going to go around the quicksand. And I'm going to put the Dead Reaper here, so I cover as much table as possible with my spells. And that's going to be it for my regular deployment. I'm going to leave Battlegroup and Kangaroo for the advanced deployment.
Okay. Cool. Excuse me. So I don't think I have any advanced deployment, so I'm going to.
You did say one of the mentalists had advanced deployment?
The Trancer, I think, does actually. You're right. So yeah, I'm gonna put the Rocketman Ace over here on the left side to kind of zip up and try to be annoying on that flag. I will deploy Syvestro pretty centrally as to take advantage of his control range. I need to come over just a little bit. I think both the, I think I'm going to keep the Suppressor toward the right. Kind of be ready to manage some of those Marauders if he needs to. Keep the Vindicator right here with Syvestro. The failed experiment. And a party right here. In the middle, probably just run them up real quick and keep them close together, because Command 6 is kind of frustrating to play around, I've discovered. Big Alyce, I'm just going to keep over here, and then little Alyce is going to hang out. Let me kind of shift some stuff over, squeeze her in.
So the failed experiments have Command 6?
Yeah, it's kind of brutal.
Okay, well, they have to have at least one drawback, right?
Yes, and that's it. That is 100%.
At least one.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced.
Sorry, I'm just trying to shift these things over. Just to squeeze Alyce in here, just to help support Syvestro. And that'll be it for my regular deployment, I think.
Okay. Much like a predicted, you're playing like a very central brick.
Yeah.
So that's the Vindicator, that's the Suppressor. So I deploy the 13-inch line with my... So I'm going to play Battlegroup here. So I only have to contest with one of your heavies, in this case the Vindicator.
Mm-hmm.
And since you don't need, You don't have anything to ignore stealth, right? With your shooting?
Sprays. So the Vindicator has sprays, and then Alyce can hand out guidance. And also the Ascendant Mentalist has sprays.
Guidance gives you an extra dice, right?
Out of sight.
Alyce, right? So you can shoot Canker one.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think I'm going to hang out with Battlegroup and play 1-2 punch this side. Usually I start with digging, but since I'm going to go first and digging later, that's not going to be necessary.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go ahead and deploy your Mentalist. For anyone wondering what's this model here on the bottom left of the screen, that's Big Alyce. She doesn't start in play, but whenever Alyce dies or he chooses to transform, you replace one model with the other like a dragon, more or less.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Right. I think that's going to go for the flag. I have a vision. So, like always, since we can shake hands, we are going to shake each other's caster before we start the game.
Yes.
A little bit.
Where's your caster? Oh, here he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
so, yeah, that's something our previous Moises taught me. So I try to do it every time I can. I'm going to go first, but anyway, Craig, best of luck. I hope you have fun in the game.
Likewise.
And I'm going to start telling everyone what I'm going to do. Like I said at the beginning, I'm going to try to move as forward as possible to pressure on the scenario and try to dictate more or less the threat ranges. I'm not particularly fast because I'm like speed 5 and everything. I don't have any way to speed up my units, but Battlegroup and Kangarworm have advanced deployment, so they're going to run as far as possible and start to level the somewhat longer third range, because even if you shoot, your melee range is what with the Vindicator 10 inches. If I recall correctly.
The gun is 12, I believe.
Yes, I mean you're going to have the alpha with a gun, that's for sure. But if I survive the shot, I then have I can threaten in melee while you are outside of my. So yeah, I'm going to force you to move back, and that's going to give me a better scenario presence.
Sure. Yeah, I have a 12-inch potential melee threat.
I think that's longer than mine.
That's if I give super fuel from Syvestro.
Because I don't have any way of speeding up my Jax. Yes, Battlegroup is just speed 6, so 10 inches. So yeah, maybe it's not that long. So yeah, let's see what we get. And let me check just one thing first, because Asphyxious1 doesn't have any buffs per se, so he's not going to do anything with his focus. Alright, let's begin again. I'm going to start by running Cankerworm. And the Vindicator shot 12 plus fire, right? 17 inches?
Potentially 19 inches if I do super fuel.
Okay. And you can give him Alyce to north south.
Correct.
Till I see here, so I concealment at least. I'm in defense 14 base, so that's enough to Sorry, I have to power up them, but I'm going to run. The focus is going to go away anyway.
Okay, no worries.
Then Battlegroup going to Battlegroup's have Pathfinder. That's something that come to bite me in the past, so I'm not going to do that. Going to run there. Then Asphyxious is going to move 5 inches and then can teleport 6 inches and finish his activation, which is actually better than just running. So I'm going to teleport over here. Then Gerlach is going to run 10 inches over here. The Marauders are going to run 10 inches over here, trying to be behind the cloud. I say I'm going to try to stay very open in case you want to target my guys, even if I don't run my full potential. There should be safe. And let's do the same with the Blood Gorgers, 10 inches, and avoid that center piece of terrain like the plague. No. Susika just going to go here, so all the unit stays in command. I'm going to try to protect this guy. Doesn't have Pathfinder, but I don't care. That's about it. So it's protected by the forest, and then I can run next turn to try to play some debuff. So yeah, that's my turn. So very aggressive movement, kind of letting the ball in your field to see what you want first turn.
Yeah, so I think for this turn, I'll probably end up trying to shoot the cankerworm, and I don't think I'm gonna kill it by any means, but I'll at least, if I hit it, do a decent amount of damage. The Rocketman Ace.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that I forgot to dig in Battleground, but I ran and I want him very forward so I can be digging and have run. So never mind.
Okay, no sweat. The Ace is probably just gonna walk up, maybe take a shot at Barathrum. I doubt it will do anything at all, and if it does, it will be insignificant, and then probably just repo into the forest or just out. And
do remember that Battleground has counter charge, so I don't know
you.
what's the range on your shooting, but if it's less than 6, so you might either with a shot or with a reposition try to stay away from him.
Sure, I appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah. So it's range 10. That would be the only thing I could get on you, but yeah, I totally forgot about countercharge. So yeah, I think Vindicator's gonna walk up, maybe take a shot at the cankerworm, maybe take a shot at Barathrum. Syvestro is gonna hand out transmutation, and probably that might be it actually. Let me look at my cards real quick.
A lot of running forward and good positioning.
Yeah, I think he's going to super fuel. I think he's going to transmutation, and that's probably about it for his turn. I might put Admo up on the Vindicator too. I think the failed experiments are going to pop for speed +2 and just run and try to stay mostly out of your threat ranges and be ready for the next turn. Ascendant Mentalist is going to try to position herself behind them to help them benefit from the -2 mat rat ability. I think my Trancer is going to kind of kick back and wait until the end of next turn because I don't want to die. So I might even pull him back just a little bit just so I can get in position to cap the flag. And I think Suppressor is going to move up probably somewhere near this wall behind it and be ready to kind of handle any of these Marauders or Blood Gorgers that might come through that little funnel zone there. And Alyce is probably just going to Harmonious Exaltation. Does Cankerworm have stealth?
It does, yes.
Okay, so I'll either have to hand out guidance if I shoot Cankerworm or I'll Harmonious Exaltation.
Yep.
What you call it? So I think I'm good. Do you want me to hit play or?
Yep. Just hit play and do what you said.
Right. I think I'm gonna walk up 7. Which I don't even really need to. I'll walk to here, and we'll just try to shoot a Powhatan at Baratheon, maybe get lucky.
Miss.
I'm a rat 7.
5, that's 12, so that's a miss. Baratheon is defense 13.
Okay, and then I'll just repo. Let's see. Asphyxious
5 inches forward.
Yeah. What's the range on Hellfire? 10, right? And he can walk 6?
Yeah.
So
he walked 5.
Walks 5. So
yeah. And
15
Hellfire
inches.
is that range.
Yeah. We'll go to there.
All right.
Let's go with Asphyxious, or not Asphyxious, Syvestro next. He's going to spend 3 for transmutation, and then 2 for admonition. So I'm gonna put Admo up on
Vindicator.
on the Vindicator. And then we'll put transmutation here on these boys.
Station is +2 defense and
Strength and Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, yeah. So he like a ton of bricks.
Yeah. And then I think I just walk up a little bit. What's Cankerworm's threat? 9.5?
Yes, 9.5.
So we'll just walk up to
Up
there.
until I steal some of your weapons.
Yeah, right. So we'll go with Alyce next. She will give guidance to Vindicator, and she will also just walk up a little bit. And then, oh, I forgot to. Do you mind if I do my my free ability to do super fuel?
Do it,
From-
please.
Okay, yeah.
We
So he'll do.
are here to learn, so all these little things. So I'm going to
Cool.
pause the look. Since they don't change the game at this state, we take all takebacks that are simple like this. So we're actually playing the models at their full potential instead of just punting our way through the game.
Right. Awesome. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. So yeah, Syvestro will have done super fuel to give +2 speed to the Jax.
Yep.
I'll go with
Since we are with that, do take into account that the Reaper can run like here and be within 10 of Syvestro.
Yes.
So I can try to shoot him with Hellfire.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt that I would go that route because Trancer Assassination is not a very fun game, but
I mean, if it presents itself, you take it, right?
yeah, but we're here to teach new players. Doing that kind of stuff is not. I mean, we can say, hey, normally I would do this, but since we are playing for the audience, we're not going to take that line, but take that into account in real games.
Yeah, I guess like no matter where I go. So I would have to avoid that. I would have to do cloud instead of. Well, so I wonder if I can do that instead. So let me pull this back to the deployment line, and if we just say. Yeah, so I guess I don't even need to do super fuel. I'll do the cloud. So we'll center the cloud on Syvestro.
Right.
Let me pull this back. So we'll say Vindicator hasn't gone yet. We'll cloud here. How do you put a I forget how to put an AoE on a
So
model.
I'm going to click the model on the left the left list. There's one that says add widget.
Oh right, there we go.
And then you add that's a 3 ring, I think. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Also, if you're using Chrome, you can hit the slash key, and that opens a menu where you can add many things like models, counters, markers, whatever you want, and you search for the number. Well, like you press 4 to bring all the things that have 4 in the name, and then you also have it there. I don't know which one is quicker for you, but yeah, it's just a shortcut.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't know that. Okay, so then Vindicator will walk up 5.
So that haze is like basically you have super stealth, right?
Yeah, so ranged and magic attacks that are from a point of origin 5 inches away automatically miss.
Okay. That's the best protection.
We'll go here. We'll spin the focus to boost to hit the. So what's the defense of the Cankerworm? It's really high, isn't it?
14 base and 16 because I'm in forest.
Yeah, and I'm rat, not great. I think I'm rat's 5 or 6. Maybe I shoot at Barathrum instead since he's not dug in. This is probably my one chance to do it. Yeah, I'm only rat 5. I'm gonna take the shot at Barathrum.
Okay. Do we defense 13?
I think I
missed. Yeah.
So we'll deviate. There's a way to deviate, right?
Yeah, let's put a look. You click on. I'm going to do the for you again with the on the add widget list. There's one that's deviation template.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to orient it with the 4 to you, and then what's the AoE size?
4.
So that's deviate and AoE 4, and it has no maximum deviation, right? Because you're shooting all the way there.
Right.
And that's going to.
I don't think it's gonna hit anything.
It just misses brother.
All
if
right.
you zoom all the way in, you see that they don't intersect.
Yeah.
And that's not a AoE. That's not rough terrain that stays, right?
Yeah, just forest or something, right?
Okay.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it doesn't stay. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, doesn't. So we will remove it so it clears the board.
Yeah.
Let's resume your clock.
Thank you. So we'll go with the failed experiments next. They are just gonna do speed and run 1,000,000
16 inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say that they look like heavy cavalry. Or like cavalry. And they're Pathfinder because of transmutation, so they can ignore the forest and that.
And Barathrum is speed 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of threat.
Yep. So, if one thing that I want to see is like the successful experiments, because if these guys are the failed ones, I can believe what the successful ones are.
Right. So this one will go.
Or like that meme that's going on since the Iron Kingdom's Requiem doesn't preclude any races for being a warcaster, so you can play like a Gober warcaster or an Aurum warcaster or even a Troll warcaster. I'm going to correct. Sorry. Right there. Do you have tactician? because of the theme or anything like that?
I don't have tactician.
Okay, you still have a lot of movement to move like that, but you can see here that you have the path on the model,
Mm-hmm.
so you would be moving over the Alyce in this case.
Sure. Yeah. Forgive me. I just so I have 16
No,
inches of movement, so I took liberties. But you're right.
yeah, that number 4 would have been there, no problem. But yeah, that's
Do
the
that.
game. We're teaching people how to play. Let's do the things more or less.
The right way.
But like I was saying, since Lucas, I believe, developed a serum so anyone can be a warcaster, the successful experiments are the only Iron Kingdom Surakian races that can now be warcasters in the game.
So Ascendant Mentalist is going to come up. She's going to do the, I guess she'll do the -2 rat ability and mat ability. I forget what it's called. I think it's Psychokinetic Aura, Psychokinetic Shield. So she'll come here, do that, and then she'll just repo 3 to right here. And then Suppressor's just going to run 10. Maybe not quite 10. Hang out here. And I think that's everything.
Are you moving your Trancer?
I'll actually move the Trancer back just a hair.
Okay. Okay, I just added a 5-inch aura on the Ascendant so I can see the effect of this psychokinetic shield.
Okay, cool.
That's again when you click on the model on the right panel, you have one that says aura size. Can increase it or decrease it. Another color if you want. So then that's useful. And when you are not clicking the model, it gets a little bit more transparent, so you can still see it, but doesn't interfere with the terrain and all that. So I think my plan more or less worked because you were a little bit conservative on your movements, which gives me a little bit of leeway on moving forward this turn. And I think I will have to try to kill failed experiment number 3 with either Canker1 or Battlegroup. I mean, I don't like the -2 map thing because failed experiments are now defense 14 base, right? Because of transmutation.
15 base.
15. That's like a lot. So 17 with the psychokinetic shield.
Right, but the one number 3 is out of that aura, so you don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah, but I was thinking about maybe killing number 3 with Battlegroup, so I can then do the drag below thing. That's actually not only gives me a reposition of sorts and dig in, but also it removes it from play, which is going to be relevant in this game.
For sure.
And then say, well, then Canker1 can go get in and kill these 2 models, but it's not going to kill any of them because. So I can charge the suppressor even if I'm within charge range. I mean, there's a forest in the middle, so I can see you. And the same with the Vindicator, there are 2 models in the middle, so I can reach. So I think what I'm going to do with Canker1 is just back him up a little bit and have a Battlegroup and try to kill number 3. I think I have a charge lane here. So yeah, that because you are not completely behind the forest, and there's less than 3 inches of forest between you and me. So yes, I'm going to try to kill failed experiment number 3 with Battlegroup, and then Repo 6 like over here, and be digging. And then Kangaroo 1 is just going to move back a little bit. Probably here behind the wall. So it's safe from shooting and gets a little bit extra defense from the failed experiments. And he is Pathfinder, so next turn he can charge over that, no problem. Asphyxious is going to camp the flag, probably. And then the Marauders are going to move here into the cloud, ready to contest that flag. And the Bloodgoggers are going to move 1 or 2 forward, trying to bait Vengeance, and the rest are going to stay back. And I don't think I want to use the Death Reaper yet to start handling the buffs. Or maybe because Parasite is model unit, right?
It is,
from
yeah.
Asphyxious.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe I can move him like here. What's the range of Parasite? 6?
I think it's 8.
8. Yeah. So I can move him like over here. Apply the debuff to number 1. It's not in melee, so I only have to hit a 15. And that's going to make Bard more likely to kill failed experiment number 3. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. So let's start the clock. Let's start with the focus allocation. So I have 1 from power up on my Warjax. And I'm going to allocate 2 to Battlegroup, just to be extra safe. And then, yeah, that's it. No more focus allocation. Then I'm going to run the Reaper over here. 8 inches from the failed experiment. Then I'm going to activate the Marauders. They're just going to run.
The Marauders have
Here.
vengeance, or the Bloodgorgers?
No, the Bloodgoggers.
Okay.
Marauders don't have vengeance, but I want at least force you to deal with 1 or 2. Otherwise, they're going to take the flag. And I think you don't want that.
I do not want that.
Yep. And again, I want to stay as open as possible so I don't get wrecked by AoEs or braced. So actually you have to go over here. This guy over here. Yeah. So you have to deal with at least 2 models to capture the flag. Then the Bloodgoggers are also going to run. They do have vengeance. This over here. Guys, come over here. I'm going to chill here behind the forest. So you can't see me, but if I trigger vengeance, I can use my vengeance move to move into the forest and then charge you back.
I like it.
Yeah. Almost if I was a good Warmachine player. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's right. So now I'm going to move Asphyxious over here to the flag. Avoid to force the Rocketman Ace to move actually. And I'm going to cast a parasite, a boosted parasite. So 4 focus from the Dead Reaper into Fire Experiment number 1. So
Okay.
magic ability is 7. I need an 8 to hit, right?
Yep.
So defense 15. And that's going to miss, of course. I should have gone for the Scything check onto Barathrum. And
You wanna
then
walk it back?
Barathrum. Nah, I mean, that's why I say on the plan I thought I could. I mean, an 8 on 3 dice is not something very difficult to do.
Right.
So that it's not a bad plan, but. And then, like I said, Barathrum is going to charge here. Fair experiment number 3. Like so.
So
That's-
I think here, I'm gonna proc Admo.
On the Vindicator.
Yeah, it's 6 inches, I think, right? Let me just check.
So I can move back with drag below. I think you can hit me if I proc the
Yeah.
drag below.
Admonition is 6
Yeah.
inches and you move 3 inches.
Right. So it's if you want, can you move? Like, if you want to avoid it, can you move Barathrum in such a way that you can stay out of 6 inches? Like, can you charge him into the forest and still get to me?
See, 5. My actual movement is 9 inches.
Yeah. So I think you're good.
There. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to avoid the forest because I didn't know if I have enough movement to actually reach you, but it seems I have. Okay. So, first attack from Barathrum. I'm at 8, so I need 7 to hit, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to boost the first initial. That's going to hit.
Yep.
Barely, but hit. And that's a power 17.
So you're plus
Plus your
2, but
armor.
1 less die. So I'm armor
Okay.
15.
So plus and 2 dice because that would be 3 dice from the charge.
Correct.
So
That should be
that's
cool.
going to be going to
Okay,
heal.
well, not tough. Are you're gonna RFP him?
Yes, I'm going to use the drag below.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and delete him. Is that cool?
Yep. And then I can move 6 inches back. Here. I'm going to be begin. Add the begin effect. And then Cankerworm going to run over here. So he's safe. And still contesting the zone. And then Gerlach. Going threaten. This? No, that's. I'm just going to move here and be within reach of the wall, just in case you want to shoot him with something. And that's it. Yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn. So, sorry, this is turn number 2. We should have, and this is going to be your second turn. I very much doubt I'm going to score that flag because I can contest with the. So I'm going to. There. You can very easily contest with the Rocketman Ace.
Right.
But
yeah.
at least Barathrum is in a good position to countercharge, so you have to actually go like this way, contest, which is good for me. Let's see if the Vengeance trap works for something or not. And maybe I tap like 6 times with my Marauders and you don't get your flag.
Maybe. Man,
Yep.
All
Do
right.
remember, Shushika has no sleeping on the job on her command, not on her unit. So actually, the the Marauder leader model, it's within 9 inches of Jessica, so he can tap as many times as he wants because he won't be knocked.
Gotcha. Good stuff. So yeah, I think my plan for this turn, I think this is going to be a feat turn for me. What I'd like to see happen is the Trancer charges your number 2 Marauder, smites that Marauder into the Blood Gorger, and maybe, if I'm lucky, takes out both. And I think because it's a smite, it's not an attack, so I think I don't proc Vengeance off that.
And I think that Vengeance is whenever I suffer damage, so it doesn't matter.
Is it suffer damage or suffer damage from an attack?
Vengeance. Let's change that very quickly.
Sure.
Enemy attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the collateral damage, I'm not sure. I don't think that counts as an attack.
Yes, you're correct. It won't trigger Vengeance.
Okay.
So
that's actually a very good play.
I think I'm gonna try that, see how that goes, and then leverage the suppressor spray to kind of clear off your leader in the cloud, and maybe 1 or 2 more, depending on how far over I can get. I can probably get most of the unit. So yeah, Trancer, if all goes well, smites number 2 into number 1. If I'm lucky, I take out both, then repose back to the flag. Suppressor walks up and starts spraying into this cloud to kind of manage this Marauder unit. Failed experiment. I definitely want to get Barathrum engaged so I can, start putting some damage into him, but also prevent countercharge. But it's also kind of rough for me because of your drag below. Like I want to be bringing them back, but if I do that, then
drag below doesn't work on counter charges. If you're worried about that, just during my activation.
Oh, okay, that is good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Vindicator. I might actually get Vindicator in the business. I'm just worried about this arc node because, I know you can just spell assassinate me no problem. So I think I, unfortunately, can't super fuel. So
no, you have to keep hazing to protect yourself.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. That's one unfortunate side is when you play into ranged heavy lists with this list, it's you got to keep that cloud up, and it kind of prevents me from doing things I want to do. But it looks like Barathrum is within threat of the Vindicator.
Yep, that's one of the reasons I didn't want to go into the forest, so then I could move farther back. But mission would have been much worse.
Yeah,
actually.
So I mean, I have to dig deeper to get to him. So I mean, it's probably gonna leave my my Vindicator somewhat exposed. So yeah, and as far as, Rocketman Ace is probably going to go over here and harass this flag, and then the rest of the models, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with. I think I'm going to try to engage this Death Ripper and try to just go up on scenario. I think that's my primary objective for this turn, is to secure the lead on scenario and see, what comes of that. So I'll go ahead and start my turn. I'll go up to 7. I am going to upkeep Transmutation. I am going to upkeep Admonition. And then I'm going to allocate 2 to the Vindicator. I think 1 to the Suppressor.
It's the other team that lets you, when you allocate double, right?
Allocate double?
That's the other team benefit from the other team. Sorry, I'm going to pause the clock.
No.
There's one of the themes that allows you to allocate. When you allocate one focus, you get an extra focus for free.
Oh, really? I don't think that's this theme unless it changed. That would be crazy. Let me look.
What theme are you playing?
Magnum Opus. Yeah, mine. Maybe it's Prima Materia. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's really good. Yeah, it's in Prima Materia. They can heal and they get an additional focus.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's so good.
So you were able to reroll your stats and roll for the game. We forgot about that. That's your fit.
Yeah.
So
That
if you
happens.
had the roll a 6, you have been able to force another reroll, another roll off. But yeah, no. So good to know that's the other thing that allows you to double focus, because otherwise you would have a lot of.
Right.
Okay, let's continue.
Sure. So I think I'm gonna start with Alyce, who's going to what is she gonna do? Probably Harmonious Exaltation. Maybe I'll empower the Suppressor, actually. I think that might be, because I'm not planning on spending this focus. There's no reason to put up Explosivo. Yeah, so I think Alyce is going to start.
Sorry.
She's going to... Go ahead.
You said you were going to allocate 3 to the Vindicator?
2 to the Vindicator, and then one to the Suppressor. Okay. Oh, I took... Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was... Because I didn't see any focus on them, so just wondered.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I took it off of Syvestro, but I never put it onto the Jax. So we'll walk over here. Actually, I'll stay kind of like a little bit.
Although the haste is supposed to go off at the beginning of your turn, but since we are going to do that again,
yeah, we can just leave it and move it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That sounds good. So Alyce is going to empower the Suppressor, so he'll go up to 3. I think next we go ahead and go with Syvestro. He's going to walk.
Again, you're moving over the...
Yeah, I'm just...
the mental.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see, like, where I want to end up. Maybe to, like, right here.
That seems like a good spot. I mean, I can see you with any boy models.
You can add the aura of your model just to see how far your feet goes before finishing your movement if you want.
Ah, that's true. You are focus 7, right?
Yeah, so it would be something like that.
Yeah.
So that's good for me. I think that keeps everything I want within my feet range.
Okay.
So we'll go there. We'll just camp my 2. I wonder if I should throw my grenade. I probably should. Right? But then I lose my...
Do you have any, like a number 2?
Yeah, I think... I don't think it's worth it, because I need that Trancer to do what Trancer does.
Yeah.
So I think I just sit on my grenade. There's no reason to try to use it. So let's see what happens over here on this right side. So we'll go with the Trancer. The Trancer is going to take D3 to get boosted attacks and damage. So he's going to take 1 damage. And then the Trancer, I think I'm a 2-inch on the Trancer.
Yep, it's a 2.
So we'll charge. I guess we'll just charge like right here. The idea being to smite this guy directly back.
Yep.
So I'm only mat 4, but I'm rolling 4 dice for feet, dropping the lowest.
Okay.
So I think I hit, and then same thing for damage. So it's a POW 14.
So that's -2, then that's going to kill him. But the smite is automatically on hit, right?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
The smite happens on hit.
Yes, it does.
So you have to roll the slam damage first.
Sure.
That's fine.
So
Yeah,
he'll
that's more than enough.
5 inches, and then
I'm going to. So this guy has to roll. He can't roll tough because he's going to be. Actually, no. I'm going to be within 9 of Chica, so I'm not knocked down. So I'm going to roll tough from
Sure.
number 2.
Yep.
That's not going to tough. And then you have to roll damage to number 1.
That's not good. So
No,
I think it's a POW 12.
How's
if it's about 12, it's
No.
good enough. For,
Sorry. No, it's a
me.
POW 7.
no, that's not
Yep.
good enough to.
Okay. So that's
Man, what
okay.
a really bad roll, like 6 on
Yeah.
4 dice.
I'm used to that. I don't need that's like a day, like just another day in the office for me. I think I'll re-put it here.
Yep. So you leave enough space for the suppressor to move.
Yeah. So then I think that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. What's the armor of the Blood Gorgers?
16, 18 in melee
16, 18 in melee.
because
Yeah.
they have Angeling.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try to like plot out where I'm gonna land this suppressor. I don't think I really need to get that close. I don't want to proc Vengeance on the Blood Gorgers. What's their threat range? Speed 5, 6,
The
7, 8?
speed 5, yeah. So it's 9 and 11 against living stuff because they have Bloodthirst.
Okay. So maybe I do start shooting these guys. I mean, I don't know. Procking Vengeance is like one of those weird things. You're never sure if you should do it or not.
I mean, if you're going to kill most of the unit, I'd say yes. But if you're just going to kill one model because you can, I mean that's not worth it. Because you give me like 6 7 models and opportunity to move and make an attack and then be in a better position. So
Yeah.
besides,
I mean,
if the only guy you have to kill to capture the flag is the Marauder number 4, so that's your priority.
yeah. So maybe I'll just move him over to here. I don't think I can see. I don't have, like, my suppressor doesn't have line of sight to they do deep in the clouds, right? Is that how that works, or can I see him still?
No, I think that the Trinch rule is only for forest. Let me check that.
You might be right. I'm not sure.
Let me check one thing on the forest.
What are we checking?
If clouds work like forest for the Trinch rule.
No. If you're
No?
touching
Okay.
the cloud, you can shoot. You don't have like problems with line of sight.
Okay. I'm just like kind of torn. Like, do I just charge this guy in and try to do work here, or
What's the spray range?
8?
I mean, and you have dual attack, you can attack while in melee.
Yeah, I think I do this. Yeah, I'm gonna charge to here.
So the Marauder number 1, I guess, leader model.
Yeah, we have to directly face.
Yep.
And
And
so
defense
we'll
12.
yeah. So we'll roll. I'm at 6, dropping the lowest. I hit just barely.
No. That's a 5, and a 6, that's an 11.
Am I at 5?
No, you're at
No,
6.
you're at 6, but you said roll 3 dice and drop the lowest, right? Ah,
Yeah,
6.
what-
No, sorry. No, never mind.
Okay, so we're good.
Yeah. It hits.
All right, so damage is 3 dice plus 1 extra for the feet. Drop the lowest.
Yeah,
So we'll drop the
Going
one.
to die.
And then we'll go ahead and spray number 6. So I spent 1 to charge. I'll go ahead and boost to hit here. So 10, that should hit.
Number 5, you
Wow.
mean?
Number 5. Yeah, what did I say? Number 6?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I had 6 inches on it. That's why I was like, so we'll roll
That's
3
going to
dice.
hit.
Drop the lowest.
That's going to tough.
Okay.
I'm knocked down because I'm within 9 of Jessica.
Sure. We'll take the second spray at number 1.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and boost to hit.
That's
Yeah.
going to hit.
And then POW 14. Drop the
That's
lowest.
going to kill, and that's not going to tough.
Okay, great. So objective 1 accomplished. We cleared my flag. We're wasting a lot of time doing it, but that's fine.
Yep.
So let's kind of speed the rest of this up a little bit. So let's go ahead and go with the Vindicator. Vindicator is going to charge.
Bathroom.
Bathroom. Go right there, I guess. Is as good a place as any. So we'll roll 3 dice, drop the lowest. That should hit, right?
Yeah, that's a 7. So that hits a 13.
All right, so I spent 1 to charge. This is about 18.
Okay, I'm armored 18, so that's dice. That's
So,
10 die. No,
um,
9 to the.
What
Nine to the
what
6.
type of attack you are choosing, Craig?
So he only has on his maul. There is no choice, right? It's just on the gun.
Oh, the cannon. I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
No
So-
problem.
So
Um,
that's 9 to the 6, right?
I think that was it. Yeah.
All right.
And we'll buy an attack.
Yep. That's
an 8.
going to hit.
And so again, dice damage, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
That's
these rolls.
5 damage to the
2.
2. You
Yeah.
broke my left arm.
Okay.
That's going to hit.
Yep. And then nice damage. Oh my gosh.
4 damage to the
To the 3.
3. And you broke movement 2.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay. And
Let's go
I'm
with the
technically no longer begin because you engage me in melee.
right. So we'll go ahead and go with the failed experiments. They're also going to receive a press forward order. So this one's going to charge here.
Yep.
Something like that, maybe. Oh, we'll do strength +2 strength. I might need to think this through. So 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll do
+2 strength +1 speed.
correct. I'm trying to stay out of an inch so I don't wax myself here. Berserk is a thing.
I mean, if you kill me with number 1, it's going to berserk into the Vindicator.
Yeah, you're correct. Hopefully I don't do that. But if I do, that's the world I live in. So this one is going to charge the Death Ripper to there.
Okay.
And this one is going to... I'll just be annoying. Kick back here. Wait to see what happens, maybe.
Just remember to stay within 7 of the leader model, just in case.
Oh, you're right. I thought that other one was the leader, so we'll go.
You're within 6 there, so
Yeah.
in case no, because I thought you. Sorry, I'm going to pause so I don't your clock. I thought you wanted to run like here, and for some reason, and that was going to be more than 7 from your leader.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Let's start over here with this Death Ripper charge. So
Okay.
I am Mat 8 effectively. Sorry, Mat
Okay.
7 effectively.
So you need 7 to hit because that's going to hit.
Okay, and then on the charge, drop the
So
lowest.
what's your bow?
So 13, so 12, 13, 14, 16.
14. So that's +2, and you roll a 12. So that's 14 damage to the
The 4.
4. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you broke my movement, so now defense. You hit automatically.
Yeah, so we'll take the second attack.
Yep. That's
Dropping the
going.
lowest.
Yeah, that they're going to hit it.
Great. So we'll go. Let's. How many boxes do you have left? 11. I'm gonna start
11.
with the leader model here first.
Okay.
So he's auto hitting, so I'll just roll the damage.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
It
So
is
that's-
not out of
that's
hit.
minus-
You're still required to roll and to see if you have all ones, but just for you to remember, it's different from being knocked down.
Oh,
you're
is
right.
that right? I thought
Yes,
if
yes.
movement was out, you
No.
auto hit in melee.
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
that's
it's not the
no.
same as knockdown.
So roll to hit.
Oops. Here, this is the to hit.
Okay, yeah.
So-
And then the damage was 11 plus you were post 16 you said, so that's dice -2. So that's
so
9 damage.
Okay, and then the second attack, we'll roll the dice. We'll hit.
Yeah.
And then drop the
That's
lowest.
going to kill.
So we won't berserk there.
You are forced to berserk. So you are 1.1 lucky.
Yeah. No. He
That was by
specifically
design.
said that he moved more than 1 inch away.
Okay. Go ahead.
So then all we have left really is the mentalist. So I think
Yeah.
the mentalist is gonna.
I'm going to add the aura so you can see.
Sure. Let's see,
Recently.
So she has, repo 3.
Does it
So-
fly?
It does fly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
She
so
is
you,
flying.
you can move. Like Magneto. That flies because magnetism.
We'll go there. We'll do the Psychokinetic Shield again, and then
Yep.
little zipper over here. Can't get within. If I can maybe drift. So I think it would be better if I could just go over here, but I don't think I can. I can't have my cake and eat it too. So we'll go to here.
You are
And
more than. Okay, you're going to repo into the flag then?
Yeah, I'll just repo
Okay.
to contest. So I'll just shoot it Asphyxious 15. I think misses.
Nice. Actually, hits.
Oh, okay. It's just a POW 10. So 16 I
So-
don't think cracks.
Actually, no, just armor 16, so no damage.
Okay, and then I'll auto miss here on the
Bomb
AoE visual deviation.
from Asphyxious.
Yeah,
Oh,
from that point. Oops.
sorry, because it's range 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So let's copy Asphyxious. Here will be the end point, right?
Sure.
From then roll deviation from
Okay.
Which
so the
it-
first.
deviation
Well-
template. The one to your side, and that's a 3 OE, right?
It is a
A
3
3 Okay, and can deviate more than 4 inches. Not more than 2 inches, right?
2 inches.
Right.
So yeah, it's going to hit real affliction.
Okay, so it'll just be a POW 7.
Okay, dice 9.
And it's brutal damage. So you
So
said
POW
that's-
minus
6.
2 damage.
9. Yeah.
It's
And
POW
then,
6
No.
because the weapon is normally 12.
Oh, is it 12? Okay, my mistake. Sorry about that.
So that's minus 10, that's 1 damage. I'm going to ignore it with the point of focus I have.
Sure. And then I will just repo. Zen 4. And I think I'll pass turn.
Okay. Alright. So good news for me, you took a lot of time. So
I did
if
take a lot of time.
So if I can try to leverage that to my advantage. Bad news, I don't think I can kill that mentalist. What's the stats on the mentalist right now? Craig?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You were asking me a question?
Yes, and what's the stats on the mentalist, defense and armor and all that?
So her base is defense 15, arm 11, but in melee she's basically defense 17.
Oh, so
Still arm
yeah,
11.
yes, but I'm at like 7, so I need hard 10s to hit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
However, I can try to snipe her with Asphyxious, just here, Hellfire, so I drop the aura. And then with Canker 1 try to kill the Vindicator.
The Admo is still up. Just
Yes, but if I engage, you can move backwards, correct?
Mhm.
So maybe leave that for after I move the blood. I think the blood goers have to try to kill their experiments, which means I must land a parasite on them, because otherwise I can't kill them. So it's going to be a boosted Hellfire into the Mentalist. That's like... That's already for focus. And you're still defense 14 with the 5 experiments, right? Defense 15.
correct.
So I don't have enough focus. I can fit to do that. And that gives me another Hellfire into the Rocketman Ace. And the Rocketman Ace is going to take 5. And so the Mentalist maybe fit hits her. If I don't kill with the... Yeah. So yeah, I think that they're going to move there with Asphyxious. Try to kill the Ascendant Mentalist and the Rocketman with Hellfires, and then sorry, I can't talk today. A parasite on the failed experiments. And then if I have enough focus, just teleport back to Flag or try and Syvestro1. And then try to use the Blood Gorgers to kill as many failed experiments as I can. I'm not going to score the zones, but if I can engage the Vindicator, maybe next turn I can kill it with Canker 1, because if you don't have ammunition now, I can just jam it with Blood Gorgers and then charge with the Canker 1. And on this side, I'm just going to keep pressuring the flag, don't score. So if I can kill these 3 experiments and the Mentalist, maybe I can... Yeah, maybe I will try... If I kill those 3, I will definitely charge Kangar 1 into the Vindicator, because if you don't If you use admonition, you are going to get out of the zone and you're going to give me so maybe you will take because you don't want to give me free. And if you do give me a point, I'm going to be up on a scenario. It's a win-win situation for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So let's start with focus. I'm going to go focus again. I'm going to power up Canker Wound. I'm going to allocate 2 into him. Okay. And then there's no vengeance because you didn't kill any blood burgers. So first things first, Asphyxious is going to move here. I'm within 10 of the Mentalist. And I can still see the Rocketman Ace. So, and I'm going to shoot a boosted Hellfire into the Mentalist. So initial ability 7 against defense 15, so I need an 8 again.
Yep.
This time it hits. And I'm going to boost damage just in case. That's plus 3, right?
3. Yep.
Yeah. Boosted. That's going to kill.
Good stuff.
And so your aura goes away, which is nice for me. Now I'm going to fit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back to focus 7 and everything. So the Rocketman Ace and all the failed experiments and the Vindicator are going to get a pot. Which I doubt it's going to do anything, but since it's in the rules, I have to do it. The Rocketman Ace is armor
11 as well, I believe. Let me just double check. Yep.
So that's -6 on the Rocketman Ace.
Yep.
So that's 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Then on failed experiment number 2, no damage, no damage, no damage, and no damage because just 1 die. And then on the Vindicator, it's also no damage, right? 10 total. And then I'm going to shoot. What's the defense on the Rocketman? Is also 15, right?
On the Rocketman?
Yeah, Rocketman, sorry.
It's actually 16.
16, and the experiments are also 13, right?
15 with transmutation.
Transmutation. So let's shoot a boosted parasite on the experiments.
Sure.
Going to hit.
Yep.
And then I think he has another nuke.
You have Breath of Corruption.
I have Breath of Corruption, yes, but it also costs 3. And Spectral Leech doesn't do any damage. Then again, I can charge like so with Garlac, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's mat 8. So it's a risky move. But yeah, I'm just going to teleport Asphyxious to focus over here on the other side of the flag. And then yes, Slaughterborn is going to charge here to the ace. I am at 8, so I need an 8 to hit, right?
Yep.
And I miss. So
Okay,
that's
I'm
going
gonna
to be a late.
pause real quick, or flip it to me. I'm gonna proc dodge.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you were already contesting, so.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I just what's Garlac's melee range?
1. So yeah. I mean, if you want a free strike, I'm all for it.
I don't think I can get free struck with dodge.
I know, you're right.
I'll go right there.
Okay. I mean, it was either that or a hard 9 with Asphyxious. So
Yeah, both. It's tough
I
for
figured
both.
it. But at least now, sorry, you have now Scything Touch on the failed experiments, which what I wanted. So the Blood Gorgers are going to issue a press forward into the failed experiments.
You have Parasite, not Siding Touch.
Parasite, sorry. Yeah, it's even better. Parasite. Okay. So number 4 is going to charge the leader model. So I have the range move. No, that's going to get me a free strike from number 2, and I don't want that. Oh, but I can charge like this, but I'm your front arc.
I think you can.
No, because I want a 3-inch charge
Yeah.
on your back. That doesn't get me a free strike from number 2.
Yeah.
I can't do that physically. So I'm just going to. I'm going to charge, but it's not going to be a 3-inch charge. But I'm still going to go into your back arc.
Sure.
More important. Because number 2 is going to charge here. Also a charge, non-charge. Then the leader model is going to charge number 2. Here. Shusika is going to charge here. So number 2. This. You're not engaged in number 1, so I can charge number 4. So I'm in your back arc. So here, and number 3 is also going to here.
Number Finder, rough terrain there.
Yes, I have a relentless charge on the unit.
Oh yes.
Because of Shusika.
Yeah.
So yes. I think that all the charges from the unit, sorry, and number 5 is just going to run over here.
Great.
Because you can't charge anything. So let's start with number 4. He's mat 7. Your defense from
the back arc 13.
13. So I need an 8. Sorry, 7. No. 6 to hit.
6. Yeah.
It's going to
Oh,
hit.
you're good. Crush it.
And I'm just about 11 plus 4 from Parasite. That's a total of 14. So your armor.
15.
So that's dice minus 1 with just 1 dice.
2 dice, right, on the charge?
But it's a charge that's less than 3 inches, so I don't get it.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
So that's 2 damage.
Sure.
Then the second attack is going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 2 damage.
Okay.
Then number 2 is going to miss the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to hit the second attack. And that's going to kill. You get a tough.
Yeah, no tough.
But you can revive him later if you want.
Yeah. I'll kill him.
So then.
I guess I field promote number 5 is what I'm gonna do.
You don't have to move the models. You just add the star to the model that you want to promote, so you don't actually move the models.
Great.
Who do you want to promote?
I guess I'll go ahead and promote number. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do 5. Or sorry, number 1.
Number 1. Okay. You click the model. You add effect leader model. Okay. Great. So then. Shusika. She's mat 7-2, but she's poke 12. I need, and in the front, I need 8 to hit, right?
Correct.
So let's go with Shusika. It's going to hit the charge attack.
Mm-hmm.
That 2 dice at
Oh,
about
3, I think.
dice because she's POW 12 instead of POW 11.
Oh, Parasite. I forgot about Parasite.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that's going to kill. Going to tough. And then number 1 for the heroic is going to hit.
Oh my gosh.
And that's 4 damage. Because this is dice -1.
Okay.
And second attack is going to hit too.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! No damage.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, that went better than expected. Then the Marauders are going to run. They're going to run over here. I'm going to run. Actually, no, I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm going to move with these guys here. And I'm going to do a combined range attack into the Trancer from number 3.
All right. So in the back arc.
I don't think
Nope.
so, really.
No.
Not
Yeah, I don't
sure.
think so either.
Don't move the model. Leave it there.
Okay.
It's in the backer.
Okay. It's in the
Yeah.
back arc.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even better. I wasn't planning on it, but great. So I'm
So
at
it's still def 13 because you're in the back arc goes down 2, but I also have force barrier, so goes
okay.
up.
Yeah.
2.
So I'm at 5 plus 3, 8 against 13. So I need a 6. No, a 5. Right?
5.
Yeah, I'm effectively def. I'm def 13 with including your back arc bonus.
Okay. That's 5 base from me, 8
Mhm.
from the combined range attack. So I need a 5 to hit.
Sounds good.
That's going to hit.
Yep.
And it's going to be about 12, 15
Uh,
because of the combined range attack.
I don't think there's anything I can do. And you're out of AoE, so yeah, he'll just die.
Okay. And you're on fire just in case.
Oh, the Trancer is dead.
Yeah, but in case it wasn't dead, it was going to be on fire.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that leaves Cankerworm. That's going to. I don't actually need to charge. I just can move right. Yeah, it's going to move here. And do you want to proc admonition? Sorry. I'm going to move like all the way base to base. Contact.
Yeah, so you're charging the Vindicator?
No, I'm not charging, just a regular move.
Just a movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will proc Admo. Just go there.
Okay. So I'm going to do my armor piercing attack into the failed experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm at 7. I would need an 8 to hit. So I'm going to boost. That's going to miss.
That's rough.
Quack, quack, quack. So I'm going to boost the replicator attack. That's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to boost damage because that dice -2, right? Your defense. No, your armor
15.
15. So yeah, dice -2.
One last die for impervious. But
Yes, but I'm going to boost.
Sure.
That's 4 damage.
Cool.
Quack, quack, quack. Poor Cankerworm. Can get a break. Okay, so I'm going to just take off all the auras because the auras are no longer relevant.
Great.
And that's my turn, I believe. Yes, I have detected everything, and there's going to be no scoring this turn. Because,
Awesome.
yeah, that wasn't exactly what I planned, but at least I have like a lot of stuff into the zones, and you don't have that many attacks.
Yeah, I mean that's really good, right? Like you've definitely flooded this zone in the center. So I think my plan for this turn is I'm going to probably pop Big Alyce and try to eliminate the Marauder that's contesting the flag. If that goes well, which I really hope it does, I'll repo Big Alyce back onto the flag and be able to score that, and then maybe use the Suppressor to also help clear out the Marauders. And then I think my plan is just to try to stay safe, leave the Rocketman kind of where she is, and just be annoying and contest your flag. And if I can play fast enough, just hopefully be able to stay up on scenario until the end of the game. It's kind of my game plan. So,
And are you trying to kill? Are you trying to kill Cankerworm or just going to let him?
thank you. Yeah, thanks for removing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably. I don't know what else I would do with the Vindicator other than, maybe shoot an AOE at number 4 and try to take out those 4 trolls. But I feel like taking out Cankerworm is the better bet.
Also, be mindful of your time. You probably don't have time to do everything that you just said.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hustle. So, we can go ahead and start.
Yep.
So I'm gonna remove the haze. I'm gonna get rid of. Here, let me just pull Big Alyce over here, and then we'll just get rid of.
I'm
Little
on her.
Alyce.
So...
Thank you.
Yep.
So then I'll go up to 7.
I'm going to pass the clock a little bit.
Sure.
You can't transform back into little, right?
You cannot.
So once you are, it's completely like a dragoon. Once you are dismounted, or in this case transformed, you can go back.
Right.
Let's continue.
Okay, so I'm gonna allocate 1, 2, 3 to the Vindicator just to try to make sure this happens. Actually, 2 to the Vindicator. He's gonna power up for 1. I don't think. Yeah, I'll go ahead and upkeep Transmutation because why not? And then I'll also allocate 2 to the. I'll give 1 to the Suppressor because all I really want to do is jam up. So let's start with Big Alyce. Big Alyce is gonna go. She's gonna walk 7, and then jump her 5 to here.
Okay.
And we'll start attacking. So first attack should hit. It's a POW 14.
Yeah. That's going to kill, and that's not going to tough.
Okay, she's gonna repo to the flag. A Suppressor is gonna go. I think Suppressor's gonna walk into these clouds. Try to engage both these guys. We'll go ahead and swing melee attack on the one on the left.
Yep, that's going to hit.
POW 14. They don't have boxes, right?
No, just 1 box. So then you starting going to pass. You need no double ones.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So should tough?
Yeah, that's going
And
to tough. Yeah,
oops.
but it's going to be knocked down.
Okay. I'll take the second melee attack on him as well.
Okay, going to kill.
And then we will, let's just take a spray attack. And we'll, yeah, we'll take a spray attack. We'll boost to hit.
Going to hit.
POW 14.
That's going to kill, and not going to stop.
Okay, he's done. Let's go with the Vindicator. He's going to just start swinging. I think I'm going to move him like out to here. Oops. Just start swinging on the Cankerworm. I'll boost the first hit. Oops, that's not boosting.
That's super boosting. That's going to miss.
Oh my gosh. And then, all right, so I'll just buy an attack.
Yeah.
Miss.
Going to miss.
Buy an attack.
It's going to miss.
Yes, great. We'll go with the failed experiments. We're just gonna shift over here like this. First attack. I'll do Matt in strength. So
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
the
at 8.
next. It's going to hit.
And then the POW 15.
So that's -3 because I got unyielding. So that's
6
6
to the
damage
5.
to the 5.
Second attack will hit, right?
Yeah,
That's -3. 3
that's
to
3
the
to 5.
5. This one's just gonna stay where he is. He'll swing at the blood gorger. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm not gonna swing on the blood gorger.
Okay.
I'm not gonna proc vengeance.
Good thinking. And then you have Syvestro and nothing else, right?
Syvestro and Rocketman. So I think I'm gonna aim with Rocketman with the brutal damage attack. So Rat 9 on Gerlach.
Okay,
Hit.
it's going to hit.
POW 12. Should
Okay, I'm going to pause. POW 12 you said.
Mm-hmm.
So that's die -5. So that's going to be 9 damage. Yes, going to be enough stuff. I'm not going to.
Okay. And then I'll just shoot at Asphyxious.
Sorry, this is a deviation, right? So do you want to take all the time?
No
Not the
deviation.
whole deviation. This is the regular shot. Okay.
Yeah, this is the
It's
POW
going
10.
to hit. Yeah.
Yep.
That's -6.
No
It's not
damage.
okay.
She'll just stay where she is, and then we'll go ahead and go with Syvestro. He's going to cast for free Revive, and I'm just gonna copy a failed experiment.
Yep. Copy sounds good.
Put him into play like over here, and then I think I'm just gonna walk him over here and pass turn.
You're going to score 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this turn is the turn I kill the Rocketman Ace finally. Hope. I wish. I'm not going to win on scenario at this point, but if I can manage to not lose on a scenario on your next turn automatically, that means you're going to lose on clock, right? So I need to kill the ace. If I experiment number 1 and the Vindicator, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use all the blood gorgers into number 1 because I can score the square zone Kangar 1 because we are just contesting with these 2 models.
Right.
And probably blood gorger number 3 is going to run towards the flag, so I contest it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can charge Alyce because it's speed 7. So yes, I can charge her.
With what?
So
You only charge what you see.
No,
You don't see her.
then I can't. No, yes, then that's correct. So I'm just going to run into the flag. Right. And like these 3, no, these 2 actually, because the leader model can see the number 1 because of the forest, and maybe try to kill number 4 with number 3. Yes, number 1. That's going to be a lot of attacks, but and I don't think I can. Since number 5 only has 1 box, I'm going to go number 4 trying to kill, because if I can score the 2 zones and my flag, that's going to be 3 points for me. And so we're going to be even in points, and then you have no way coming back from that in 37 seconds. Right?
Maybe.
But I have to be mindful of not taking that much time myself, so I have like 1 minute or 1 minute and a half for another turn to maybe close up the game and stay up in the scenario. So what's the Vindicator armor? 18, right?
18, yep.
Okay, I can't cycle Parasite because I'm going to need Parasite Gorgars. Sorry, your... No, Parasite, I wish. So, and what's the range on I think that 6. No. I would need to teleport. But if I'm going to teleport, I can just move here, hit you in melee a few times, and then teleport back. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, Asphyxious is going to try to kill the Rocketman Ace in melee, then teleport back to the flag and cast Sighting Touch on the Cankerworm. So I can try to kill the Vindicator. Sound goes to you.
Sounds really good.
So, okay, let's begin my turn. I'm going to go up 7 focus. I'm going to keep Parasite. I'm going to power up Cankerworm. I'm going to locate 2 to him. Then Asphyxious is going to move here. It's going to cast Thin Touch on Cankerworm.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to attack the Rocketman Ace. So, I'm at 6. So that's going to miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
So since now there is no point teleporting back into the flag, I'm going to buy and boost. It's going to hit, and that's going.
You're not giving the option to pause. You're not giving the option to dodge.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Do you want to dodge from my first miss?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll just dodge right out of your melee range.
Okay. Then yes, I'm going to teleport into my flag again. Unless I'm covered by forest from all the stuff. Then I'm going to activate the Gorgars. They're going to forward. This guy is going to run over here. Now it's going to look the right direction. Chusika is going to here. And number 4 is going to charge here. Sorry. I don't think. No, I don't have an land side. So
You have.
I do? Okay.
Yeah, I think you do it on the edge of the forest.
Exactly.
Okay. Here. And this guy is going to here. And this is going to run. So let's start with Chusika. She's 14 is going to miss. She's going to attack. She's going to miss. Number 1 is going to miss. And it's going to miss. Okay. Number 4 hits. And that 11. That's 18 total. That's going to kill. You can roll tough.
One. Sorry, number 4 here. Yeah, he'll tough.
Okay. You are not down, right? So second attack hits automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, that's 1 die of damage. That's 14. That's nothing, right? No, that's 1 point of damage.
1 point. Yep.
Okay, enough to kill him. And then number 2 is going to hit. And it's going to kill. Your layer model.
Yep.
So both are dead, right?
Is number 5 dead too? I wasn't really.
Yes. I roll 1 damage on the second attack. Okay. Now
You toughed and
Cankerworm.
then he did another attack. That's why.
Okay, cool.
On the Vindicator, I'm going to start with the bite attack. That's armor piercing.
Right.
Going to hit. Going to boost.
Yep.
That's power 11. Your armor is 9, right? So that's +2.
Yes.
That
Oof.
17 damage to the 1.
Okay.
And the second attack of the replicator going to hit. That's die -4. That's 3 damage.
Pause. Just to teach both something. You can add the damage directly to the jack. You select the jack and press the minus key, so you can type how much damage you want and in what column. So you don't have to do one by one, and
Nice.
that saves
Okay.
you neurons.
Okay. So that's 3 damage now to the 2. I'm going to buy. Going to hit. That's another 3 damage to the 4. And I'm going to buy another attack. Going to hit. And that's another 4 damage to the 2. So not enough to kill it, right? Okay, so you win because you have 4 points at the end of my turn. No. I'm contesting with the Black Dog, but it's going to die in 37 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to quickly activate.
The suppressor and just kill him?
Yeah, I think Suppressor will allocate 3 focus, charge in, and just try to clean them up and see if we can win the game.
You can charge what you cannot see, so you only walk.
Okay.
Why can't I see him?
Because
This
I'm
is your
in
back
back.
arc.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
If I draw,
Yeah.
Just
How can you tell?
just increase the melee range, and you can see clearly.
oh, you are absolutely right. So we will just be walking.
But still, in 37 seconds, you should allocate walk and kill. So let's do that ahead of.
What do what now? I'm sorry.
You all you have to do is allocate.
Yep.
Walk and hit me. So let's do that of clocks and not pressure. Because in 37 seconds you should more than able to do that.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and play it just cause.
Yeah.
So activate, allocate 2 to him. Walk. We'll boost a hit.
Hit.
It's a POW 14.
Yeah, it's going to kill. I'm not buffing, so that's enough.
And I think I'll just
Okay.
pass turn there.
Yeah.
GG.
Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Super close.
Super
I mean-
close.
Not in scenario because you went for 0. That's clear, but in attrition, I mean,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
you were 3 damage points from losing, basically.
Yeah. Well, so I think you
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
have
expert.
you
the
wouldn't have
first-
scored the
I-
circle zone, but you would have scored the rectangle.
No, that's true. I wouldn't be able to score this song because I had this guy that contesting. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I like your list it's beefy. It's hard to deal with, and
Yeah, it's a
getting-
lot of model.
Yeah. It's kind of surprising too because you're running 2 min units, and there's just still it feels like there's so many models.
I mean, the only reason I'm not doing 2 max units is because that's 30 points, so I couldn't fit them.
Right.
Because
One
otherwise I
one
would have
thing that could have happened in the game, Craig, just for you to know, is Jessica is the one that gives the unit vengeance, and she was on range of your spray when you were moving the Vindicator and not sure what to do. She was like here, and you could have just walk, spray her, kill her, and then that the unit loses vengeance.
Oh yeah, that would have been really good. That's something I always kind of lose sight of, is trying to take out like the support pieces or the pieces like that. But yeah, that would have been really, really good.
At the end, I don't think it didn't matter much because you
never proc vengeance, so
no, the
you were like-
the gorgeous even with vengeance, I don't think that changed much the state of the game, like where the pieces were. Maybe you kill more failed experiments more faster, but it was worth it. I think that killing Jessica and it was reduces the command range, and also
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she does something else, but the
yes,
important thing
and
was
she
vengeance.
gives no sleeping on the job,
Exactly.
So,
exactly. That will
so
make
I
easier.
can't. And the Rocketman, I mean, defense 16 is really hard to hit. And
It's so
Brawlmachinin.
annoying. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I mean, Rocketman MVP.
Yeah, I got really lucky over there though. Like several times, I feel like she's just skirted. But that's what she does, She just does.
Yeah.
She does that. Like you said, defense 16 is super annoying, and
Because if I had one more focus on this last activation, I would have boosted to hit the Asphyxious attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed to upkeep Parasite because otherwise the Bloodgoggers wouldn't have been able to kill the failed experiment.
Also, in your case, Tony, the most important thing was killing the rocket. So you assigned one less focus to Cankerworm. Cankerworm did change the state of the game.
Yeah, maybe. I was
You
going
focus
to
focus on killing the Rocketman, and then if you have focus, then assign dedicate that to Cankerworm. Because even if you kill the Vindicator, well, in this case you're lucky, but gaining the point on your flag is much secure than gaining the point on your rectangle. I believe.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes, and I didn't have enough time to leverage for playing 2 more turns and scoring the center zone. Because the only model you have left to contest is the Suppressor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I can kill it with the Bloodgoggers.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, if you got a couple good charges off on him, maybe.
Yes, but I need both Parasite and Sighting Touch.
Yeah.
So if you're like here, I can't really Parasite you. And you're gone. So yeah, I mean, in 2 turns I can't kill you, but I don't have the time to play 2 more turns.
Right.
Not to mention there's only 5 turns into this game, so
Yeah.
So my big SNR push wasn't really effective. Or maybe it would have been if I would have killed the Rocketman.
Yeah, I think if you kill the Rocketman, we're looking at a different game.
Yeah, because we're scoring
through what, 3 turns of contesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we would have been scoring 1 point each, and I then score like 2 points on the middle, and that's over.
One thing you could have done too is, so on the you charged Gerlach over there, had Asphyxious already gone or no?
Yes,
yes.
he did. He tried to kill you first, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, because you could have Breath of Corruption on Gerlach in the back arc and boosted a hit and caught me in the AoE, and she still takes a PAL 12. Like that's a line of play.
True.
Oh yes, Breath of Corruption is an AoE, not a spray.
Yeah,
Does that
and it's
work
good
when
because
you hit? But let's check if that works if you hit a friendly model, because some spells don't work like that.
No, but it's an AoE, so.
Yeah, I think it just says all models in the AoE get PAL 12.
Yeah, you just have to boost the blast damage and try
yeah,
to kill it
but you're already at dice +1 because she's only armor 11, so
no, but this is not normal blast damage, so it's going to be power 6.
Oh, but you know what? She has never mind.
Immunity to blast damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. Well,
no.
But good to know. For any other model, yes, that's an option. But it's this one.
No, it's not. Is it blast damage? Because it says most hits suffer about 12 corrosion damage.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it is a blast damage roll. I think it's just a PAL 12 corrosion. I think this would have worked. I think you're right.
Oh,
I don't think it's blast damage.
Maybe I was reading it wrong. I'm sorry. Yes, models hit. It's all. Actually, I was just focusing on the later part. Yes. Models hit suffer power 12 corrosion damage roll, but
yeah,
it is not blast damage. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, next time, time, you Tony face another rocket, crazy.
One of my main opponents.
You know what I forgot again?
What's that?
Gunfighter on my Warjax.
Gunfighter on your Warjax?
Yes, with all my war mods, so I could have run like this Bloodgogger here engaging the Vindicator.
And you hit
I have plus 2 damage. So I have more damage.
Yeah.
Once again, I forget about that.
Oh, so I thought you said gunfighter. You said gang fighter.
Gang, see.
Yeah.
Gang.
It gives the Warjax gang. Oh, but do the Bloodgorgers have gang built in?
No, it's a thing benefit.
Oh.
On my Warjax gang fighter with water models.
Yeah, so you probably, if you had a Bloodgorger in there, you probably would definitely have killed Vindicator that turn.
That's on 3 boxes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and I did 5 attacks.
Yeah.
So that's like,
At least.
more
Yeah,
than 3
he
damage.
dies for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. One guy in the comments said that I shouldn't forget about Gunfighter, but I keep forgetting about it. Sorry, guy in the comments. I tried. At least I remember after the game.
Yeah, I
It's
just
tough.
saw this chat. Sorry. Yeah, normally we don't have chat comments, so I was not paying attention to that.
Yeah, it's tough to remember. Like, there's so much stuff to remember, right? It's like remembering it all is crazy.
I have just one more opportunity to do it for the end of the season next time.
So do you play the same list the whole season?
In this season, I play the same list with the Negra in the first half, and with a different battle group, and the second half with Asphyxious, because the theme was I want to play trolls in Greeks. So it's the same list we changed in the cast.
I like it.
So on the season
were you
is
playing the Negra one?
Yes, 4 episodes of the Negra and 4 episodes of.
Awesome. That's great.
I will try to come up with a similar theme from. I'm debating within 2 or 3 options. So let's see what wins in the end.
Great.
Speaking of which, if you're watching on YouTube, do check the comments below to go over to Warjax Games Club, so you can check Craig's podcast and battle reports. He plays with actually real models instead of tokens, because they say that they do exist in the real world.
They do.
I can confirm that. I just wanted to say that I actually have Blood Gorgers. I use them as Trogging champions.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I bought a unit and I converted them, and I have Gerlach as a Trogging champion and Jessica as, what's his name? The Galdibon Hammer.
That's awesome. I like that a lot.
So, yeah. Because in my opinion, they look cooler than Trogging champions. I mean, they're just trolls with armor and 2 weapons, so there's nothing to confuse them.
Yeah, and they resculpted it too recently, right?
Yeah, I have the unit.
Yeah, I always look at them because they're gorgeous and I want them, but I think they're like, if you buy them new, it's like $70, and I'm like, ugh.
You have the Scorch box that comes with a unit and a unit of statistics and a few other things.
The box is.
Yeah, the army box. So I think the army box is like $100.
That's not bad.
So yeah, but it only comes with 1 unit. Then no casters, just units.
Oh, it's like the theme expansion box thing. Yeah.
So you get that, you get the battle box, and you have a 30-point late side.
Great.
That's an option.
Awesome.
Because I have a guy that bought that box and didn't want the blood goggles. We have the old ones, so I bought the unit for like I think $40 because he said, yeah, sure, have them.
That's awesome. That's such a good deal.
Yes, and the Trollking Warrior, the Clear Warrior unit comes with a few extra pieces, so I use them to convert the second model unit for the champions. That's it.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. So next episode, that's the end of the season, and we're going to play the one who got away, Santiago from Cuarto de Guerra. I think, Ben, you're familiar with that guy. I believe.
Yeah, of course.
Me?
So, no.
It's asking me. This is my co-host for the other show, so yeah, of course I know him.
That's the podcast that's in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have battle groups, but battle reports. The problem is that translating one video of 2 hours took me like 3 to 4 days. So it's not hard. Sorry. It's very hard to try to do the same with every battle report that we do. But last episode we did a caster swap between 2 Colombian players, and it was Naresh versus sorry, the Chris player, the Chris caster with teleport Scabbers. It was really fun. It was really fun, and Naresh won. So
That's awesome.
I would love to add the subtitles to that one, but the problem is that I'm pretty sure that it's going to take me another 3 to 4 days. So I'm not sure if I can do it.
Yeah. I mean, even
yeah, we
not
don't
like
we
even
don't
not
do
subtitling it.
the
Spanish is
English versions any.
No, I mean, Spanish is the fourth most spoken language in the world, so please, people. I mean, if all the world has to learn English, the English and Spanish, right? It's like
Sure.
a fair trade.
We're
See.
getting there. The Spanish is the default foreign language to learn on school, so eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was in high school, that they make you take 2 years of Spanish, but in college too, you can't proceed unless you've had 2 years of Spanish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good
Yeah,
for
why
us,
not?
but yeah, if you don't like it, if you don't like the language, then yeah, tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Hay que
Bobby,
fuera
are
tan
you back?
difícil, ¿ven?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks everyone for watching, and we are going to see you next Saturday for the end of the season, and then I'm going to announce what's the next season going to be. So I have a few ideas. So thanks, Craig, for coming. I hope you had fun and you learned a bit
did.
of war table on the way.
I did. Yeah, thank you so much. I had a blast. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming,
Thank you.
and bye bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.